Hi, we are joined on the dais by Memphis head coach Penny Hardaway, PJ Haggerty, and Dain Dainja. Coach, why don't we just start with a general comment from you, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Yeah, for me, it's just thank God for this W. We knew it was going to be the hardest game because we've been off a week. This was their third game, I think, since Sunday, Tuesday, and today. Or Sunday, Wednesday, and today. My days are off, so excuse me. Three games. So we figured we'd be a little rusty coming out in the first half. And, man, they came out shooting the ball well. But at the end of the day, we regained composure and pull off a great win.
All right, if you have a question in here, please raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. And right there on the aisle, please give us your name and affiliation.
Apologies, yeah. Roman Cleary, Bluff City Media. Penny, I know you probably wanted this to go a bit better, but still, 365 days ago today, you lose to Wichita State here in this tournament. You know, and now you've beaten them. You've kind of gotten that revenge there. What kind of goes through your mind when you think about that?
Well, it's a little weird because you're playing the same team that beat you the previous year, and they were very capable of beating us again this year. So you go into the game with little jitters, but we're prepared. So at the end of the day, we just wanted to survive and advance, and that's what we did. We knew it was going to be a tough game.
Right here in the front.
Penny, we saw PJ Haggerty put on one of the all-time greatest performances in this tournament's history just now. What's going through your mind as he's getting bucket after bucket, and was that kind of what you told him to do when your offense got stagnant, like, hey, go out and put the team on your back?
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday about that similar situation because I was in his shoes. When you're the man and you're expected to go out and produce, you got to go out and produce. There's no excuses this time of year. Your team wins when you play well. You don't play well, your team loses. So at the end of the day, that's the pressure that you have to have on yourself as being the man. And he responded exceptionally well. Just watching it, it just took me back. Like, hey, this is what you have to do. You got to carry your team. You got to make plays for yourself and for your teammates. No, I wasn't shocked because I know what his abilities. His abilities are from God. That's something that you can't teach. His knack for scoring, his knack for making plays, that's all about God, and I'm not shocked at all.
Anybody else raise your hand? We get a microphone to you right on the left on the front row.
Are we doing just coach or?
Anybody.
All right. PJ, Jason Munns, Commercial Appeal. PJ, was there a moment where you knew you had it tonight? Was there one moment where you knew you had it today?
I would say, yeah, the first half, got a couple buckets back to back. Seen the rim was open up a little bit for me. Shots was in. We expanded the lead, but yeah, I think throughout the whole game, I was just trying to find a feel for where I could get my shots at. I think last time we lost, upsetting feeling, so I didn't want that to happen again.
In the back row on the right.
PJ, Stephen Hawkins with the AP here in Dallas. Can you talk about that 12-0 run where you had 9 of the points, including the 2 baskets off turnovers, and just kind of what that meant for this game to kind of go ahead at that point?
Yeah, I was just trying to play my hardest. I mean, it's March. Just want to go home. I'm not trying to go home. So at the end of the day, I just try to play my hardest, do what I can to do, and win.
Anybody with a question? Right up front here in the row.
For Dain, Terry Davis, Tri-State defender. Hey, Dain, with the play being so choppy with all the stoppages with the call, how could you get into a flow when it's always just stopping and go? Could you get into a flow with all the stoppages?
Yeah. I knew it was a lot of stoppage, but I knew just at the end of the day we had to get stops and we had to lock in defensively, especially in the second half. So it really wasn't even about offense for real. We just had to get the stops to get the win.
All the way on the right here.
Dain, how certain were you about being able to come back at halftime, and what'd you do at halftime to loosen up the shoulder or whatever? What was it that you did? And Penny, how important was it to you to get him back on the floor in the second half?
Yeah, I got a little banged up. I just got it wrapped up. I knew I had to be in the game, so I knew I had to play. So I just got it wrapped up. I'm all good though.
And for me, it was very important to get him back because he's a weapon. Sometimes we don't use him as much as we should. I have to do a better job of that. 12 touches isn't enough. He needs to get 20, 25 touches, and then he has to make plays from the area. And I'll do better with that because we need these two guys to be the leaders, and then everyone else follow for the rest of this weekend.
Right on the aisle here on the right.
Penny, what did you think of the goaltend that went against Ballard there down the stretch that would have cut the deficit to 2? Did you think that was a goaltend, or did you think you guys were maybe fortunate to have that go your way?
No, the way I looked at it, I thought the ball was still on the rim a little bit. He didn't let it fully come off. That's what he does well, and just an unfortunate situation for them and a good one for us. I felt like it was still on the rim.
On the left right here in the second row.
Jonah Dillon, Commercial Appeal. Dain, just for you, watching what PJ did today, what was that like, and what was kind of going through your head watching what he was doing?
Special. Man, he's one of the best guards in the country. I wasn't surprised at all. I know he can take over games like this. When he gets going, we just got to find him.
And then for either of you guys, playing Wichita, obviously, PJ, you just mentioned it, losing to them last time. Was that extra motivation and that feel like at the end of the game you got that one back?
Yeah, for sure. We went down there. They beat us fair and square. At the end of the day, we got another chance. You seen the result.
On the right front row.
Terry Davis, Tri-State defender. Hey, Penny, I know those two guys were your stars, but you had contributions from the other, like P.J. Carter. Talk about the contributions, the little things that the other guys did to help secure the win.
Yeah, well, first of all, you talk about Baraka Okoje. He came into the game, he and P.J. Carter. I'll just talk about Baraka first. The energy was electric because we didn't have the energy in the starting lineup, again, with pressure in the ball. And he came right in, pressured the ball and pushed tempo. And then P.J. Carter came in, did the exact same thing. And Musa, those three guys are our energy coming off the bench. And they kind of sparked that run to get us back in because we had gotten down 10 points.
On the right.
Penny, in terms of what you said you talked to PJ about and putting it on him, and also with Dain getting them more touches and all that, how much is this week kind of dress rehearsal, if you will, for next week, and how much more the importance of that is amplified?
Unfortunately, we don't get to have dress rehearsals here in Memphis. There's no such thing as dress rehearsal. It's all real because we have to play our hardest and win every game, and then we'll see where it lies on Sunday. We just got to keep fighting, man. We're not disrespecting anybody here, but we can never just sit back and go, let's just go out and play, and then we're still going to be in the NCAA tournament. We want to win everything. We have short-term goals, but we don't have an opportunity to have dress rehearsals.
To follow up, do you really think that you still have something to prove here this week? Are you not confident that you're in no matter what?
I know we're in, but the competitive nature, you're always hunting greatness. You know what I mean? You're always hunting greatness, and we're never going to settle. That's from our AD with the swag over there, you can see him, to our school, to our head coaches, our coaches, and our players. We have the competitive nature to fight, and we never want to lose, man. We want to go into every situation winning. We want to win.
Chuck, we have anybody on Zoom?
If you do have a question from the Zoom, just use the raise hand feature. And we'll start with Sam Shoemaker, please.
Sam Shoemaker, Memphis Rivals. I was just wondering, or this is for PJ actually. PJ, I saw you waving away to Wichita State after y'all beat them. I know it's a close game, a lot of emotions. Is that indicative of a rivalry, or how you feel about that team? Because I know they beat you before this season.
Nah, last game, when they was up winning, they won. They was talking like kind of crazy. We got that get back, so like, I got to talk back. You feel me? That's all it was. It's all love though. Good game with them, but at the end of the day, we won.
Anything else?
We're good?
Anybody in here? All right, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Let's go home. Let's go home.
I got a couple words. Shout out to Memphis fans, bro. We love y'all. Keep supporting. That's all I got to say.
My bad.